Jamaica is known worldwide for its cultural richness. This takes form in music, food, and the general way of living. As a consequence, the island has much potential to offer to its visitors, as well as gain from any cultural interaction. Some of these strong socio-cultural benefits include the provision of vast opportunities to develop authentic attractions and, as such, stimulate a greater awareness and appreciation by nationals of Jamaica's ethnic, racial, artistic, and other cultural origins.
One love, one people, one heritage. One love, one people, one heritage. Come on, Jamaicans, let's build a bridge over anger, war, and all garbage.
Welcome to this Friday's Jamaica Magazine. I'm Audrey Williams, and I'm thrilled to remind you that we're celebrating Heritage Week, running on till October 21. This year's theme is One Love, One People, One Heritage. So, sit back and relax as we journey down memory lane and explore so much more. It all starts right after the news.
Good day, I'm Theodore Henry, and this is your JIS News for Friday, October 18, 2024. 9 local organizations will be awarded a total of 25 million Jamaican dollars to empower community-driven projects that address urgent challenges, including climate change, women and youth empowerment, education, and resilience in vulnerable communities. The money is being provided for the 2024-2025 period from the Canada Fund for Local Initiatives, CFLI. The High Commission of Canada in Jamaica made the announcement yesterday. Sandals Foundation has also been awarded 5.7 million Jamaican dollars through CFLI humanitarian assistance to support Hurricane Beryl recovery efforts in St. Elizabeth, Clarendon, and Manchester. This funding is to help affected communities rebuild and restore livelihoods. High Commissioner Mark Berman says this year's CFLI projects exemplify Canada's deep commitment to Jamaica's sustainable development. Permanent Secretary for the Ministry of Education and Youth, Dr. Cassin Troop, welcomed the fact that 6 of the CFLI projects will be youth-centered.
You're really doing life-changing work, which will send messages in the future, because that's what we do as servants in this area. We are building lives for the future. We don't know where they will end up. But if we together partner to build the message and to champion the cause, we can assure our Jamaica that there will be a better place to raise families, do business, and to retire.
Jamaica will have more airline seats out of Canada for the 2024-2025 winter season. The increase, which ranges from 62% to 109%, will be seen with airline partners Sunwing, Flair, and Caribbean Airlines. Minister of Tourism Edmund Bartlett says the development is a testament to the confidence of Jamaica's tourism partners and the demand for the destination. He says the increased seats out of our second source market perfectly aligns with the ministry's goal of growing arrivals to 500,000 by the year 2025. Sunwing will see a significant 62% increase, moving from just under 13,000 to almost 21,000 seats in Montreal, an addition of 8,127 seats. In Ottawa, there will be a 77% increase from 3,402 to 6,048, reflecting an additional 2,646 seats. The Toronto to Kingston route with Flair will increase seat capacity by 109%, moving from 6,936 to 14,505 seats. Caribbean Airlines will increase seats by 44%, from 8,320 to 12,000. Jamaica overall is projected to welcome more than 4.2 million total arrivals and earn $4.3 million in earnings this year. The Montego Bay Perimeter Road in St. James is now 50% complete and is on track to be ready in 2025. The $274.5 million project includes the construction of over 14 kilometers of a 4-lane roadway to bypass the city. It also includes the rehabilitation of Barnett Street and West Green Avenue, the Long Hill bypass, and a comprehensive drainage study of the Montego Bay bypass. The construction is part of the Jamaica 60 legacy projects. During a tour on Wednesday, Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness said he was pleased with the progress being made. Describing the Montego Bay Perimeter Road project as a defining legacy for the West, Dr. Holness said it would improve the quality of life for residents. But he also contends that it will benefit various sectors, including business, process outsourcing, and tourism, by reducing travel time and enhancing accessibility for workers and visitors alike, ultimately driving economic growth.
So the roads are built for small towns, and really what you have developing now are complex cities being developed, which leads us to do projects like these to avoid all of this knot that exists right here. So we have to build a brand new road around it. The idea is not to take away the energy from here. The truth is that the traffic that comes in here, which gives the energy to the place, is now suffocating the town. The length of time it takes for you to navigate anywhere inside here, it's far more than the time you spend actually doing business in many instances.
The National Works Agency, NWA, is now implementing a hot mix patching program to repair main roads across Kingston, St. Catherine, and St. Thomas. The $236 million program was originally slated to commence prior to the resumption of schools in September, but was repeatedly obstructed by continuous rainfall that has affected the island since July. Manager of Communication and Customer Service at the NWA, Stephen Shaw, says the program recommenced 2 weekends ago and will target approximately 63 main roads across the 3 parishes. Targeted roadways will be treated with hot mix patching in an effort to improve the driving surface. This phase of the works is scheduled to be completed by the end of November. The NWA also reports that similar hot mix patching projects are being implemented elsewhere across the island as the weather conditions allow. The Jamaican Consulate General in New York will be incorporating the use of artificial intelligence, AI technology, in its operations to significantly enhance client service delivery. Minister of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade, Senator Kamina Johnson-Smith, says the AI bot, provisionally named Jacob, is now being tested.
Jacob is our AI bot who is being trained in visa question responses, passport question responses, because we recognize that we don't have a heavy reading community. So simply directing them to a website is not working for everyone.
Revealing that the consulate received more than 2.2 million calls last year. Minister Johnson-Smith says although improvements made to the phone systems have reduced complaints, general staffing can never manage that magnitude of calls. The minister says the AI bot Jacob is a closed and private system and not one that taps into other spaces where people can access data.
It keeps data secure. It is unique to the consulate, so it's not something in one of these systems that anybody can have access to and data can be mined. It's our own system and it's being developed. So very exciting stuff, and again, geared at customer service excellence. So once this is tested and once it is functioning, it can be rolled out, especially to the other heavy traffic diaspora locations.
Minister Johnson-Smith was speaking recently at the launch of the ministry's Citizens Charter. And finally, the Ministry of Agriculture is set to establish a 100-acre orchard of fruit trees at the Hart Ebony Park Academy in Clarendon. This is to meet the increasing demand for orchard crops, both locally and internationally, while prioritizing youth involvement in agriculture. Minister of State Franklin Witter unveiled plans for the orchard crops during the recent national ceremony to mark World Food Day. He said the orchard will feature 50 acres dedicated to akis and 50 acres for mangoes.
To enhance the educational experience, each crop will be planted using 2 distinct planting distances. Additionally, all fields will be equipped with a comprehensive irrigation system.
The project will incorporate intercropping practices, allowing the cultivation of vegetables alongside the fruit trees, which will also provide additional food resources for the institution.
The ministry will provide the following free of cost to the school: all the fruit trees, all seeds that are required, irrigation hoses and accessories, assistance with land preparation, technical advice and training.
The initiative is expected to foster a new generation of agricultural professionals while contributing to the sustainability of Jamaica's food production. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Theodore Henry. Thanks for watching.
Go down a Manuel Road, Galam boy, took a broke rock stone, Galam boy. Finger must no cry, Galam boy. Remember the play with the play, Galam boy. One of the story of Big Boy is that Big Boy was in school and teacher Hawks, who died for Adam falling race. And Big Boy sat there and teacher direct this question to Big Boy, and Big Boy wouldn't answer. Big Boy's grandmother was behind him with her pin in her hat, and Big Boy wouldn't answer. And when grandmother heard that he wouldn't answer, she pulled the hat pin out and stuck him in the back. And he said, "Oh Lord Jesus Christ." And the teacher said, "What a bright boy, and very good Big Boy," because he felt this stick in his back, so he cried out for Lord Jesus Christ, but he didn't know that it was Lord Jesus Christ was the answer that teacher was looking for.
Thank you for staying with us. Up next, we'll take an in-depth look at one of Jamaica's prominent figures, Littleton Tanny Shirley, and explore his significant contributions to both the public and private sectors.
Littleton Tanny Shirley, a name synonymous with progress in Jamaica, is being honored with the Order of Jamaica for his contributions to both the public and the private sectors in the 2024 National Honors and Awards ceremony.
I got this call from the ambassador saying, "Are you Littleton Shirley?" I said, "Yes." Very stern and very pleasant voice. And she said, "Are you standing?" I said, "No." She said, "Well, you better sit down." I said, "I think I will keep standing." I'm not fazed by issues. So she laughed and said, "You have been awarded an OJ." And I said, "My God, are you serious?" And she said, "Yes, congratulations."
The first time I met Chair is in 2001. I was the CEO of Kingston Public and Victoria Jubilee Hospitals. Just purchased a brand new SUV and decided that I needed to go to the auto supermarket of Jamaica, which was Mitchell's Auto Supply.
A chance encounter at Mitchell's Auto Supply led to a memorable meeting with Mr. Shirley, who turned out to be a key player in engineering and healthcare. The meeting sparked a relationship that would transform Jamaica's health sector. Tanny Shirley's impactful career in healthcare began in 2006 as chairman of the Southeast Regional Health Authority, SERA. One of his early challenges was the urgent need to revitalize the Kingston Public Hospital, KPH, one of Jamaica's oldest facilities.
I immediately thought that as chairman we should, give it a new look. And we painted that building, painted the staff quarters, and as you can imagine, KPH is a massive building. And thereafter, we started to look at the many areas of KPH that needed retrofitting.
Under his leadership, the hospital underwent significant renovations. Patient care was also drastically improved with the introduction of 17 new hemodialysis machines and the overhaul of the facility's morgue. Mr. Shirley's vision extended beyond the KPH. In 2013, he facilitated the introduction of a state-of-the-art digital X-ray unit at Princess Margaret Hospital and helped establish the region's first pediatric cardiac center at the Bustamante Hospital for Children.
We turn our eyes to Spanish Town Hospital. It was amazing when I went there as chairman. It was an area there is no regulation, so we had to look at restructuring the entire campus to create security, not only for patients but for staff. So we continued to transform hospital by hospital, and the whole thing was to impact people's lives, bring a new dimension to healthcare, understand the pains of the doctors as much as the pain of the patients, and understand they both work hand in hand.
So yes, he's that type of chairman who is very hands-on in his leadership.
In 2016, Mr. Shirley transitioned to the Factories Corporation of Jamaica, FCJ, taking the helm during a period marked by critical audits. Undeterred, he spearheaded initiatives to address the organization's challenges.
We have won over 22 corporate governance awards. We have now managing new project of over 1.6 million square feet of space. We now have over 190% demand for the space that we have built. And I'm so pleased that along with the road development in that area, Morambay now is the blueprint for not only public-private sector investment, but the blueprint for further urban center development.
Throughout his career, Mr. Shirley emphasized the importance of empowering others.
If you're in business, train your managers and your staff to be as competent as you are. Tell them about the business, let them grow in the business and reward them as much as you can. It's a good feeling. It's a good feeling that you can hold back as a legacy to show your kids, show your friends that giving back have its reward. And it's not just financial rewards, it's that social, mental award that keep your feet to the ground. That is people who build you. And that was very impactful.
Congrats again, and I look forward to serving with you. I appreciate that you have been not just a mentor, but also a friend.
Tani Shirley's realm of influence spans both private and public sector. His dedication to improving lives and fostering collaboration stands as a testament to the profound impact one individual can have on a nation's health and prosperity.
Jamaicans consume on average 9 to 12 grams of sodium or salt per day, twice the World Health Organization recommended amount of less than 5 grams or 1 teaspoon of salt, and more ideally, less than 2 grams of sodium per adult per day from all food sources. This excess salt in the diet causes high blood pressure, kidney and bone damage, gastric cancer, obesity, and worsening of asthma. Reduce the amount of salt you consume to no more than 3 to 5 grams, or half to 1 teaspoon per day for adults, and less than 2 grams for children under 11 years of age. Let's shake the salt habit and live healthy. A public service message from the Jamaica Information Service.
Hurricane Beryl struck Jamaica on July 3, causing widespread damage, including power outages and significant infrastructure issues, with schools also bearing the brunt of the impact. Today, we'll explore how one institution is persevering in its mission to facilitate teaching and learning, despite the challenges posed by this sudden natural disaster.
In the wake of Hurricane Beryl, uncertainty loomed over many schools across Jamaica and their ability to reopen for the academic year. Yet through concerted efforts and funding from the Ministry of Education,
we pulled out all the stops so that our schools would be ready for the start of the new school year.
With the support of various stakeholders, institutions like Newell High School have undergone significant repairs, ensuring that learning can continue. With an enrollment of over 850 students, Newell has proudly served as a beacon of academic excellence for more than 50 years. However, the recent hurricane inflicted considerable damage on classrooms, the agricultural farm, and other vital facilities. But despite these challenges, the resilience of the school community shines brightly.
So when we were assessing the damage, our number one priority was trying to see where the critical classrooms were, areas that needed immediate repairs, and what other substitute we could put in place to find classroom space for our students. And so we have been able to identify classes, all not the best ideal situation, but we would have worked and reworked and repurposed some of the spaces so that we can have school for our children and have those spaces comfortable.
One source of support for Newell High came from the Donnie McClurkin Foundation, an international organization that has previously helped schools in Jamaica.
Well, we found out about Newell High School because of the hurricane damage that happened. And this was a central location for us to be able to come and to offer some disaster relief. We had a disaster relief concert in New York to help facilitate all of this with the repairing of some of the things, the replacement of agriculture from the plants to the chicks to the seed.
The support also involved the distribution of essential items such as clothing, non-perishable food, and book bags, all aimed at making a long-lasting impact on the community.
Many were traumatized by the event, so we ensured that they were prepared and given support in that area. We would have also brought in several key personnel just to reassure them and to give them that support needed to ensure that school academically we would have prepared our teachers have our professional development, have our meetings, strategize as to how best we could deal with our children coming back. And I believe that we are in a good position.
As learning continues, Newell High School has formed strategic alliances to address educational needs.
One of the things that we would have done this year is that we would have recognized that the reading levels of our children coming in, especially, given the performance of students across Jamaica in math and English, and we'd have put in partnership with St. Michael's Theological College, a 7th grade academy, where we're placing special emphasis on developing the literacy and numeracy of our children in order for them to do well on external exams.
Looking ahead, Vice Principal Bennett is optimistic about restoring the regular flow of school activities.
And so we are really hoping that going from here, we'll begin to have some resemblance of normalcy, and that we'll get Jamaica back on track, united in the purpose of one nation under God.
As the school community rallies together, the hope is not only to recover, but to emerge stronger, continuing Newell High School's legacy of excellence in education for years to come.
Breast cancer affects millions of women and men each year. Yes, even males. As we celebrate Breast Cancer Awareness Month, we encourage you to screen for the disease. This includes self-examinations and mammograms. Remember, early detection saves lives.
Jamaica is my heritage, and our students have so much more to share about it.
Earlier, if anybody knows Jamaica Information Service, and you wowed me with your response, yes, you're familiar with the brand, you've seen us on TV before, and you'll be looking for us on YouTube. You can also look for us on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, wherever else you are on. Facebook, we're there as well, under the name Jamaica Information Service. Is there any specific thing that Jamaican families love? Wait, I didn't finish the question.
My name is Jayshawn Hubstead.
All right, Jayshawn, what's your answer to the question?
Soup.
Okay. Imagine Elephant Man telling you, walk with the bongs. All right, go forward, walk with the bongs, walk with the bongs. All right. Which Jamaican athlete was born in the parish of Manchester and won Jamaica its very first gold medal at the Olympic Games?
Arthur Wynne.
Shout it loud, loud, loud.
Arthur Wynne.
That's correct.
We've reached the end of our program. Get a recap of everything you saw here and more on our website, jis.gov.jm. And in light of Heritage Week, bend the tree while it's young. When it's old, it hard for broke. I'm Audrey Williams. Walk good.
This has been a production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.